Hello everybody. A lot of you have been asking me the same question. I am in field X right now, and how do I move into field Y, or what is the area in which I have to upskill? This is the same question I'm getting a lot. Now, I don't have an answer for each one of these questions because I don't have proficiency in all the fields. However, in this video, I want to share with you a framework which you can utilize to determine what are the fields in which you can upskill potentially. And I want to start the conversation with what are the fields that you should avoid. The first thing which you should avoid is just going behind money and glamour. Some of the roles are trending, some of the industries are growing, so you just go and upskill in that area. You should not do that because you will not build that conviction. You will start with a course, you will go further distance, and then after a while you will find something else and you will immediately switch. You are wasting your time that you committed and you invested in learning particular skill. And then again when you jump, the same problem, you will jump once again into skill C, skill D, skill E. So please don't ever go into just based on either money or glamour. It will just be a waste of time. The second thing is don't pick a skill because your friends are doing it. Now, this is important because we always have FOMO, fear of missing out. We don't know why your friends or why your colleagues at a very deep level are picking up a certain field, and whether they have a particular idea versus not, that itself is a very big question. So don't just follow the herd. Pick up the skills which are adjacent areas to where you are working. This is the key for any upskilling opportunity. And how can you determine that? For example, if you are into ETL, data extraction, you know about data. If you are into DBA, database administration, you know about data. Pick up data science or data analytics to get started with. If you are into any specific domain, let's say manufacturing, operations, then pick up that operations plus consulting. Always leverage your current area of expertise and pick an adjacent area. Now, a lot of people will come back to me and say, hey Pavan, but the area in which I am is not growing. If the domain is not growing, pick the industry. For example, if you are working in TCS and your client is a bank, why don't you think about developing in that banking area itself? That industry is something which we completely leave out. So don't ignore the industry and also the domain. Now, what are the other opportunities with respect to domains and industries? Some of the growing areas, of course, is data. Then the second one is AI. The third one is EV. The fourth one is mental health. The fifth one is sustainability. All these things will continue to grow. So please see if there is any possibility of one of these fields being your adjacent fields and pick the right one accordingly. Now, once you know these two things and still you say, Pavan, I can't still pick a skill, I still don't know which area to go, then my request would be go to LinkedIn, search for the people who are doing what you are doing exactly right now, but they were doing this skill probably 2 years back. If you are a React developer, go and search for React developers on LinkedIn. Browse through the profiles and see who was a React developer 2 years back and what they are doing right now. A lot of them might still be in React, but those other profiles will give you an indication of what could be the roadmap ahead for you. I built multi-crore business just based on LinkedIn. Please don't ignore that platform. The insights that you can get from LinkedIn by analyzing these profiles is tremendous. Don't ignore LinkedIn at all. Please go check it out. The other way, if you are into technologies, is going ahead and looking at what are the technology trends in 2024. There are multiple blogs. I will go ahead and link a few in the description, but look out for these trends from these different blogs. That could be another way for you to understand what is that adjacent area for you to go ahead and pick up a new skill. If you are into programming, why not learn Python? It is considered to be an easy programming language if you already are into programming. These are some of the ways in which you can identify the skill. But the biggest problem in upskilling journey is not picking the upskilling area. It is actually staying motivated and continuing along that journey. And how can you stay motivated? The first one is you cannot do it by yourself. Trust me, I have been there, done that a lot of things, but always the results were better if I have a company along with me. So figure out who your companion could be on this upskilling journey, who has a similar goal. Why don't you write down your goal and also your email ID in one of the comments below that, hey, I want to upskill in AI, specifically Gen AI or specifically in AI in the banking domain, and share your email. If anybody is interested in along the same learning path, they will reach out to you, whether it is through the comments or whether it is through your colleagues in the company or any other ways. You have to find out these companions. They will keep you motivated on your bad days as well. The second way is, once you start doing this, you need to find areas where you can actually exhibit your skill. That could be through a hackathon. That could be some technology initiatives within your organization. Don't ignore the opportunities where you can actually share, even if you are just getting started, because these recognitions will give you a lot of boost, and this small recognitions and small successes will keep you on the path to get to that bigger dream. Don't ignore these small wins. Celebrate these small wins. The third way is to make sure you have a committed plan. Commit certain amount of time. Let's say 10 hours per week. It could be 2 hours every day. And if your days are completely busy, if you are saying, hey, I work for 14 hours, 16 hours a day, then at least allocate that 10 hours during the weekend. You need to have that ability to binge upskill, so to say. Either 2 hours per day or 10 hours over the weekend, either one is fine, but commit to that 10 hours per week. If you do that, then move on and celebrate small task accomplishments. If you are getting started with Python, once you learn a few libraries, go ahead and celebrate. Go to a restaurant, whatever you want to do. Please don't ignore these things. These incentives will be the key for you to learn faster. Now, I've also received a lot of requests with respect to how do I start my AI upskilling journey. I am a React developer, I'm an Angular developer. Where do I get started with AI? Just answering this question, the first thing in the AI journey is learning a language, a programming language, not French or German. Now, this programming language typically is Python or it is R, but Python could be better for you because there are other job opportunities as well that come along with Python. Start with Python, dedicate a few months and learn a few libraries. Once you are getting comfortable with Python, then move on to basics of statistics. Artificial intelligence is nothing but usage of data so that you can make future predictions, and your ability to understand data is the fundamental of the entire artificial intelligence. You go code and you understand data, understand statistics, you are almost 50% there. The third step is learning about the algorithms or learning about little bit more complex statistics like regressions, linear algebra, whatever it could be. Some simple formulas can help you get there. Then you learn about probabilities. Once you start doing Python plus statistics, then go ahead and enroll in a formal course. Before that, you go pick up a course on Udemy or Unacademy or whatever it is, a simple course just to keep you motivated and get started, and then enroll in a bigger one. Because if you directly jump into a big course and if you are a novice, your classmates, your group mates, cohort members could be already at a certain level and you might get demotivated. Do that first step and only then jump into the next step. I hope this video is helpful and there are a lot of actionable steps for you to do. Don't ignore LinkedIn. Don't ignore AI. And if you still don't know anything about AI, I would strongly recommend go ahead, check out the course on University of Helsinki with respect to the artificial intelligence. It's a free course. At least get started there. I can give you a lot of recommendations, but this should be the starting point. Go ahead, let me know how you are progressing on your journey, and we'll continue to track over the next few weeks on this channel. Thank you so much, guys. Hope this is helpful. Please do let me know in the comments if this is helpful. Do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye. Take care.